I'm Jim the Boss from HobokenHiFi, and today we're going to make a reverb out of a Slinky. So, here we have a speaker I pulled out of a Casio keyboard, and so this will be what is connected to the spring. It will vibrate, and then we'll pick it up with a contact microphone. So, along with the speaker, you'll need some alligator clips, preferably colored ones, just to make it easier on yourself. For the positive, I use red, and for the negative, I'm using black right here. And then we'll need some 1/4" cable, or you could use XLR, but it's going to be unbalanced. So, some 1/4". So what you want to do with the 1/4", I already pre-sliced it. You have the negative wire here and the plus wire here. Alright, so if you don't know what it would be, the plus on a cable, I can show you right here. Just open it up. Plus is going to be on the top, and the negative will be here, right here. So all you got to do is take, it doesn't matter, you're not going to get shocked, it's not like a car battery. No power going to it. You just take an alligator clip. These things are a little pains in the asses here. And just put it on, so it's on there like that. You could solder these to the back of the speaker, but I'm just doing this just in case you want to change stuff, or you want to use different speakers. I have a different speaker on my finished one. And then you just find the negative. I should say it. Mine says it right there. I don't know. Having a hard time focusing there. Getting any closer. But you take your other black one and you just stick it on. Alright? Like that. Then you take your red one, your positive, and you hook that up. This little guy out. It's on there like that. You take this, and you put it on there. So, and that's what your finished looks like. Like I said, you could solder these to be permanent. And then this is the your end here. Just put the sleeve back on. So this is going to be your send. And the speaker, you will attach some tape or a clip to the spring. So I'm going to show you the finished one now. So here's my speaker attached to the spring. I used a clip because I had trouble getting the tape to stick to the paper of the cone. So I tried with and without the clip. It doesn't really affect the sound that much. This clip is a little bit heavy, so maybe using a clothespin would be easier. It's made of wood. You can see my wires there, and it's attached to the 1/4". So then for the pickup, you're going to use a piezo disc. This one isn't hooked up because the way I have everything wired, it's a little complicated. I want to add that second pickup for different sounds, but the one I'm using is up here. It's kind of hard to see. Let me move that light. Yeah, you see it's right there. And I'm using like this double-sided tape, because again, same tape that I was using, this black tape, it kept falling off. Don't know why. So this, you could make these. They make like go on Amazon, get a pack of them. and then just solder them up. Or for like $3 you could buy drum triggers that are just basically this, and it goes to this a 1/4 inch. I don't know if you can see it down there. It's kind of taped up, but it's like a 1/4 inch jack. You just plug a 1/4 inch into it. Right here I have a 1/4 inch to XLR adapter because I didn't have extra 1/4 inches. So basically, now what you have to figure out is what kind of sound you want. And that's always like the big thing with these springs, because there's so many sounds that you could get from them, and it all depends on how, you know, stretched out the spring is and where you place the pickups. If you have a very tall microphone stand, say it goes about like 6-7 feet, and you stretch it out all the way and then put a pickup here, you'll get, from what I found, you'll get a more spring reverb that we know, that washy sound. If it's short like this and you have it up here, you'll get like a phasey Star Wars type, like pew kind of sound, and that's what I was going for. This one down here, this was giving me, the way it's set up right now, a washy effect, but not so much. I just like the way it sounded. So what you could do is don't use anything like really sticky, and mess with each each setting up and down, stretching it out, moving the microphone up and down on different coils so you can get a different sound. And then when you find the sound that you want, then do the permanent stick. So what we're going to do is we want to use an aux send for our reverb send. I have 6 auxes on here. There's a shift knob, there's 3 and 4, you hit shift, it goes 5 and 6. So you're going to take aux send 5, you're going to do a patch cable to the line in of a channel, whatever channel. This is the only free channel that I have, so you don't have to do line, you can do microphones if you want, doesn't really matter. Then you want to take the direct out of that. You could also use inserts if you had a Y cable, or you want a half jack, same thing. But the direct out, and that direct out cable is going to the speaker, right? So for EQ settings, you have to set up the EQ in a certain way. You want to cut all the lows, boost the highs. Cut lows, boost highs. It's going to be coming out really boomy, and you don't want it to distort, so you got to cut those lows and boost those highs. So then for the level, put your channel up and boost the gain until you get good sound without distortion. You don't want to distort it. That's a big no-no. Do not distort. Since this is just a preamp, you do not want to bust this to the left-right mix or to any of the buses. You don't want to hear this in the final mix. This is just an amp. So then, let's come over here for the post amp. We have the microphone, the piezo disc, coming in line 1. Then we want to take the direct out of this and put it into a new channel, but don't worry about that channel for right now. So again, for EQ, I'm going to do the opposite of what we did over there. Over there, we cut the lows and boost the highs. Here, we're boosting the lows and cutting the highs, and the reason why we're doing that is because you don't want a lot of noise coming out of that preamp. See, I have it up pretty good because I had to get that level. There's going to be some noise coming off of that. So you want to cut all that noise out. So again, you're gonna put that up, and then put this gain up until you get some good healthy gain without distortion. Now, we have this direct out going to a new channel. This channel is your reverb return. Now, you don't have to put this into a channel. If you don't have a free channel, you can put it into a aux return. I like to put my returns on channels for better options, which I won't go into, but I'm sure you could figure it out. If you're an analog person, you probably know why. So, you can mess with the EQ on this section if you want, you don't have to, but this is the channel that you want to hear in your mix, because it's your return. These channels, again, you don't want to hear them, they're just amps. But for a signal, you would want to hear them. You could take, what you want to do is, say this is the channel that the audio is coming out, take that out of the left-right mix, you pop that into the left-right mix to just hear how it's coming out. Again, you want to do that on the return. But then, when you're doing your mix, just have the return and, you know, your audio channel coming out the left-right mix. You don't want those in. If you have that reverb in a box, it's probably best. I don't. So you do hear the sound coming out of the speaker. It's just something you gotta live with. So let's check it out and see how it sounds. So here we are. We have our amps set and our return set. So I'm going to play some music for you, courtesy of Patrick Meyer. His drums for an old track we did. So here's just the return. Now, this sound is probably not going to work for a voice or a guitar, and it could. I really set it up as like a transient, something to really accentuate the transients for a dub mix. Oh, and always make sure that your aux end amps are at unity. On this board it's around 3 o'clock. So, if you're not hearing any sound, that's probably why. So, there you go. That's the DIY spring reverb. Like I said, you get all different sounds depending on, you know, how tall the microphone stand is, you know, how far it's stretched out, where the pickups are. So experiment.